Hi guys, it has been a minute since I have had a moment to sit down and talk about what has been going on with us, but I want to do that today. We decided recently to put my mother on hospice, so I've been kind of caught up in that situation, and I'm going to explain to you how we came about with that decision, what that means for us, what that means for my mom, and just kind of talk about where things are at. We knew that my mom was at a there's, qualifying factors for being able to get on hospice, and she essentially was meeting two of those three requirements, the last one being losing weight. And we noticed recently that she had started losing a good amount of weight. She's down to 89 pounds now. She is also sleeping a lot during the day, and that is a very common sign of late stage. A lot of sleeping. I would say she probably sleeps 16, possibly 18 hours a day. In fact, we have to wake her up to get her to eat so she has the nutrition she needs. What that means in terms of getting her nutrition at this point is basically letting her eat anything that she can and will. And one of the things that I've found, suggestion from a friend, was that pot pies have a very decent amount of calories, a surprisingly good amount of calories considering how small they are. And I happened to find a couple pot pies. I will insert a graphic of what those are, but 960 calories and 940 calories. So I make sure she gets at least 2 to 3 of those during the week while she's here with me. She definitely doesn't get breakfast, but when she's here, she gets lunch, and I try to make that as many calories as I can. I include the Ensure, a lot of juice, apple cider, water, try to keep her hydrated. And then at nighttime, she has a pretty decent appetite as long as she's not too tired. So she gets a pretty decent amount in the evening as well, but we're still continuing to see a decline in the weight. So that's what led us to the decision to contact hospice and have them evaluate whether they thought she qualified. And we are basically on a 3-month, they do 3 months at a time of the hospice, and then they kind of reevaluate where the patient is at. So we are in that first 3 months. We don't know if she will be taken off hospice at the end of those 3 months. That just depends on how they believe she's doing. But one of the best pieces of advice that I've gotten is that you don't want to wait until it's the last few weeks, or you don't want it to be last minute to have to know who you're going to use for hospice and have interviewed hospice so that should that time approach very quickly, you are prepared. And we were lucky that we had done that a year ago. We had interviewed hospice, but decided at that time we didn't think she was ready. So that's where things are at in terms of hospice. What does that mean for her? She has a nurse come in once a week, does all her vitals. They don't weigh her, but they do an armband measurement, which gives them an idea of the continued weight loss. She has medications available to her that are called comfort meds for pain and anxiety or agitation. So those are things that we normally wouldn't be giving her. It's not necessarily something that we would have used during her treatment, but at this point her treatment is not going to improve her state. and including those medications now just gets her to a place of comfort. And we're focusing more on comfort now as opposed to trying to treat this disease. They also provide all of the incontinence supplies that we need. They take care of all of the medications. They ship them directly to the door. They arrive in 1 to 2 days, so that's great. They provided an additional wheelchair for us with a very thick cushion for comfort. Should the time come that we need a hospital bed, they will provide that. They can provide people to come in and bathe her. They can have people come in as just a companion to spend some time with her. They have massage therapy and music therapy that they use, so we have signed her up for both of those. And they've been instrumental in providing the information I need, not about my mom's disease, but about where this disease is heading and what we can expect. The nurse actually told me she often finds that she learns more about the disease from the caregivers or the patients as opposed to that being what she is focusing on. Her focus is on my mom's comfort. She will be the nurse until my mom passes, so we're able to develop a long-term good relationship with her, and it's a very supportive relationship. I pick her up in the morning, we go get our coffee, we run errands, we come back here, we have lunch, or try to have lunch. If she is too tired, I will let her nap until she is ready to try to eat. Otherwise, she's falling asleep with the food. And then she just kind of naps and plays with papers. She's really into papers right now. She can spend several hours just looking at papers and ripping them, and so something that's keeping her hands busy is a definite plus for us. But that's kind of her day. And then my dad comes and picks her up when he's done working, takes her home, gives her dinner, and she's ready for bed shortly after that. The days are rather short, or I should say, the days are exactly the same, but my mother's participating in the day is short. So that's essentially our routine right now, and it may change in the future. If there becomes a point where she won't be able to be transported from their house to here, I fully intend to have her move in here and have a bed for her. So that's kind of why I've been away for a bit and haven't made any videos or updates yet. So this is going to be the first one, and it's going to be about hospice. So I think that's a great topic to start off with. One thing I can suggest to you guys is that I have many support groups that I participate in on Facebook, and I asked the question, what is one thing that you wish you would have asked for or known about hospice before it was too late? And I encourage you to do that too. There's so much to learn, and people's experiences are a great source of that, and that's why I want to share my experience with you guys. I definitely hope to have some videos soon where we do actual day in the life, and you can see our routine. I want to be able to include my mother in some videos because I think it's important that people see what Lewy Body is and looks like. And again, I want that experience to mean something going forward, to help somebody to make something positive from this disease. So that's it for today, guys. I will be back very soon. I have some plans in terms of videos that I want to get out there so that I can share some of my tips, but I can't exactly tell you when to expect it. I had hoped to be able to upload 1 or 2 a week, and right now that's just not feasible, so I am going to do it as I can. I apologize about my background, guys. I just wanted to get a video out to you, and this was the easiest way to go about it without setting anything up. I use this setup for my streaming, and so it was very easy to just turn the camera on and go. So next time, hopefully we'll have some better scenery. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be a part of our life and learn, or at least I hope you can learn something. That's my whole goal here. Again, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.